Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I'm back with another Ultra Sun Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle. So this is against Toasty, who does some wonderful art, and if you'd like to see some of it, go look at my Sonic Heroes theme team recently. Really cool artwork, and I love it when he does it. But anyway, let's get into the battle. This one was, again, I don't remember if it was Discord or stream. I completely forget half the time, so I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. And yeah, so anyway, this one was a good battle, but it has its moments. So anyway, he leads off with his Exorcist. I lead off with Haunter, and I was actually really happy with this matchup. Now, I was hoping he'd stay in, but see, that's where I made my own problem. And, well, he did stay in, and he went for Pain Split, but the good thing is, he's actually got slightly more HP than I do, so nothing's gonna happen with that. Now, the good thing about this here is him swapping is I actually forgot you can't trap ghost Pokemon. So anyway, he brings out his Relicanth, and I decided this time that I'm going to go for the Hypnosis again. I want to keep him asleep, and that's going to work. So I'm hoping again that this Relicanth stays in and doesn't swap out. It doesn't, so I can get the mean look off, and we're ready to roll. So this is one of a set. It's a Haunter set no one expects. A lot of people expect to see like a Specs or a Scarfed or some form of very offensive Haunter because his stats aren't bad and are actually quite good, but he has the Levitate ability still. So anyway, now I can get my Perish Song up. He is still asleep, so we've got 2 turns to go. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for the Protect this turn. You don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully I can keep myself protected. And he's actually still asleep, so I kind of wish I went for something else, but it wouldn't have been worth it, you know, either way. So I thought, well, one more turn to go. So another Protect off. I don't get the double Protect this turn. He wakes up, and he's just going to pull out the Z move here, hoping to kill me because, well, you know, this is his Z move Pokemon, so if you don't use it now, he ain't going to use it. But if he can kill me here with a Z move, then I'm going to go down, and he can get out without having to die yet and losing a Pokemon. The only thing is, guys, is this is actually a max speed, max HP, so I'm a bit bulky, but not completely, but I am Focus Sash, so my plan here is actually not to survive too much myself, but to make sure that this Relicanth can die along with me. Now, I'm going to go for the Protect here, mainly because if we go down, we are going to go down together. I have said that before, and I will say it again. It is due to the fact that, you know, lovers should live and die together. And apparently that we were lovers. Anyway, so Relicanth and Haunter, as I stated, apparent lovers, can go down. So anyway, I'm going to bring in my Dwebble. Really love this set. And he's going to bring in Charlie the Unicorn. So I was like, I didn't actually get that reference till editing. He's actually going to swap out Charlie here. And I was like, interesting. Going to bring in who? And he brings in Exorcist. So I'm like, well, I ain't going to complain. I can have a you know, a free Swords Dance turn, not going to be the worst thing ever to happen to Dwebble here. So I'm going to get my Swords Dance up. My attack is nicely raised now, and I'm going to go for my Z move. I thought I want to get rid of this thing. He can Will-O-Wisp me, which is really going to, you know, make things pretty bad, and you know, whatever. So we're going to go for the Z move. This I do actually carry Stone Edge and Rock Wrecker because I want that Rock Wrecker for 2 reasons. One is an extra powerful Z move, and then 2, if I come down to it, last Pokemon, or the fact that I only get 1 more attack, I can go for the Rock Wrecker and then, you know, take him out. If it's his last Pokemon, then the more powerful, the better. So anyway, he's going to bring a Nip Twister here. I'm like, sweet. So he outspeeds me, goes for the knockoff. Luckily, because I'm Z move, it's not going to do too much. And I'm going to get my weak armor activation, so now I'm going to outspeed him, probably the rest of his team. So I'm like, sweet! And of course I missed the Stone Edge, so I'm like, oh well, here we go again, Stone Edge. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't miss it 2 in a row, what is this? You know, witchery. So anyway, down goes Nip Twister, and Charlie's going to come back in. Now I'm like, do I not outspeed? We're about to see, but I do outspeed, and I do miss, because why wouldn't I? And now I'm going to get a Flare Blitz to the face. Now I may have survived that from full HP, maybe, I don't know. But now with, you know, excuse me, just over half with a -1 in defense, I ain't surviving that. So I thought, oh well, let's bring in my Poliwhirl here. This is actually just a shiny Poliwhirl. I believe this guy, I can't remember. This might be SOS Chained Poliwag shiny, I think. That's where he comes from. Anyway, I just went for the Hypnosis. He's actually going to swap into Sunchild. So I was like, I don't really want to stay in. I would rather, make sure things work. But, I do actually carry the Wake Up Slap, which is really cool. But I don't want to. So, wake him up at this stage. So I'm going to bring in a Bomber Snow here. This is my shiny Bomber Snow. This guy comes from a wormhole, so, he's a bit of a foreigner. But he is ready to try and devastate anyway. So, Sunchild is still asleep, taking a bit of hail damage. So I'm expecting a swap here, and we do get the swap into Time to Chill. So I actually kind of expected Charlie to come in, but I understand why he'd swap into Rotom Freeze. So I went for the Blizzard. I thought, we'll see how much damage we do. We do quite minimal, so I was like, I thought at least if it was Charlie, it'd still be alright. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, which is, it's cool, but like, no, I don't want to be burnt. So anyway, I'll go for the Focus Blast, and of course I'm going to miss again, the whole Stone Edge missing. So that is 4 misses out of 3 for Stone Edge and Focus Blast combined. Sorry, 3 misses out of 4. I'll get my stats right. And so I do collide, so, I'm just under the 50%, but still would have liked that a little higher. I get a bit of recovery, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to survive the next one. And if only I hit the first one, or went for a, I could have gone for the Energy Ball or Giga Drain, whatever I carry, instead of it. So I'm going to go down there, which sucks a little bit, but I guess it could have been worse. Not by too much. I could have just missed 2. So anyway, I'm going to bring in my Articuno here. The only problem is I have used my Z-move, so I can't use my Z-move here with this Articuno. But again, does not matter. So I'm just going to go for the Steel Wing, hoping to get the defense boost and not the ridiculous tiny chance miss. I get a crit, but I don't get the defense boost. So anyway, I'm going to go down. And I thought, okay, well, let's see what he's doing. He's going to bring in Charlie. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to live anything or not. So I thought I might. I didn't know what I thought, to be honest, actually. So I ended up going for a Laser Focus because I thought there was a small chance I would outspeed. I'm an idiot. I don't. But at least I know I can get a crit off next, but I don't think it's going to be enough to kill. Because I'm going to go for an Ice Shard. This is going to be at 1.5 times the damage. So if I did 2 of them, I could have done a bit more damage. But I got a crit, which was, helpful, I guess, in some way. But I'm going to go down there. So I'm going to lose my Articuno. I would have been best probably just going for, an Aerial Ace, then an Ice Shard. But we're not going to talk about that. So I'm going to bring in Squishy, and I really like Squishy, my shiny Wishy-Washy. And we have 2 to deal with. The only problem is the 2 Pokemon I have left are water, and he has his Sunflora sitting in the back. So he's going to go for a Wild Charge. Does take me down a bit. Luckily not low enough to put me into that, schooling deactivation. So I'm not going to be left with a single Squishy. And, yeah. We're going to go down there. Well, not we're going to go down there. Charlie's going to go down there. So now I've just got to deal with Sunchild. So I'm like, okay, well, I get my Quick Claw activation, which is kind of cool. And I can get my Ice Beam off. I don't think I'll kill this thing without it being stabbed and not being like Specs or anything. Drop him down to half, but unfortunately he's going to wake up and going to go for the Mega Drain. Giga Drain, sorry. Thinking the wrong game. So now he's going to get a little bit back. And, I'm going to go down. So I've got 1 left, and it's going to come down to one thing. I need to put this thing asleep. So I'm going to go for the Hypnosis. But guys, of course I'm going to miss, because I've missed more than I have hit inaccurate moves at the moment. And it has been a little bit unlucky. I guess, you're obviously playing that, RNG game, but the RNG was a little bit against me this time. And Poliwhirl's going to go down, and I really do like shiny Poliwhirl. So he's going to win that 1-1-0, but it was a really sick battle. So anyway, guys, if you did enjoy that, please do try and be accurate while hitting that like button. Don't forget Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are linked below. And, yeah, don't forget the comment section. And I believe I also forgot to state, sorry, just had an email pop through, that you can hit that sub button if you aren't subbed, whether you want to keep up to date or show your support. Either one is a good reason to. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.